In Bereshis Yud Dalet, Pasuk Chaf Aleph, Pasuk 21, the king of Sodom comes to Avram Avinu. After Avram Avinu came back from the wars, together with all the spoils of war and the people of Sodom that he had captured, the king of Sodom came to Avram Avinu and he said, "Ten li hanefesh v'harachush kachloch." Give me the people. I want to have a nation. You could keep all the goods and all the money, whatever you captured, but give me the people. Vayom Avram. What was Avram Avinu's response? El Melech Sodom. He said, "Harimoisi Yodi El Hashem Keil Elyon Kene Shemayim V'Oretz." He said, "Harimoisi Yodi." Rashi says, "Loshen Shvua." This is an expression of I take an oath, Avram. I take an oath by Hashem that I will not take anything from you. V'loi Saimar Ani Hesharti Es Avram. I don't want you to say that you have made Avram Avinu rich. Now, if Avram Avinu is afraid that the king of Sodom will say that he made Avram Avinu rich, there's nothing in the world that could make Avram want to take anything. Because we're dealing now with Kavod Shemayim. This is the honor of heaven. Hashem wants, Avram Avinu wants Hashem to get credit for making him rich, and not the king of Sodom. So if Avram Avinu is afraid that is afraid that the king of Sodom will say that he made Avram rich, then there's nothing in the world that could make Avram want to take any of the money from the king of Sodom. So the question is, why does he have to swear? Why does Avram Avinu have to swear? Harimoisi Yodi Losh Shvur, Rashi says, that he's taking an oath. I swear that I will not take any money from you. He just can't take any money from the king of Sodom, because the king of Sodom, it would take away from the Kavod Shemayim, from the honor of heaven, because the king of Sodom would say, Ani Hesharti Es Avram, I have made Avram Avinu rich. So there's no way that Avram Avinu could take anything, because his whole life is Kavod Shemayim, and if this takes away Kavod Shemayim, he wouldn't have any part of it. So the question is, why does he have to swear? Why does Avram Avinu have to swear? I swear that I'm not going to take anything from you. So it seems from here, according to the Balei Musar, Reb Leib Chasman, Zechat Tzadok L'Bracha, it seems from here that there was a battle raging within Avram Avinu. Avram Avinu, on one hand, maybe would have wanted to take the rechush of the king of Sodom, and he had to stop himself by making a shvua, by using some external means, saying that he's not allowed to take it because he swore and he can't transgress a shvua. So we see from here how Avram Avinu was working on his midos. There was a raging battle within Avram Avinu, wanting to take what the king of Sodom, the money of the king of Sodom, the rechush of the king of Sodom, but he knew he couldn't do it, because it'll come out a lack of Kavod Shemayim, honor of heaven. So what did Avram Avinu do? He had to use external means. He had to do something lahaktin es hanisoyon, to lessen the test. he had to make it easier for him not to take that money. And that is with a shvua, by saying that it's forbidden me, I can't touch any of that money, and now it makes it easier for him to not do what he knows he shouldn't do. What we see from here is that that when there's a battle raging, this is the way it usually works. A person wants to do something that he knows he shouldn't do, okay? And then he has to rationalize to justify himself for doing the wrong thing. Then that's the way the Yetzer works. The Yetzer will tell him, will take something that you're not allowed to do and make him rationalize and justify himself in taking it. Now he can live with his conscience. So what Avram Avinu did was, when he saw that it was difficult, he was going to do something that he shouldn't do, namely to take from the king of Sodom, to take money from the king of Sodom, where the king of Sodom would go around and say, Ani ha'asharti es Avram, I made Avram rich. Avram Avinu used external means to help him not do what he knows he's not allowed to do. And this is a lesson for us. And also another example of this, I remember in our Beis Medrash, there was a big Kiddush, and the father of the person making the Kiddush was not to be found. He was not inside, he was not in the Beis Medrash. And when I asked, where's your father? He says, he's outside. I said, why is he outside? He's outside because he doesn't want to partake in the Kiddush, because he's on a big diet. And sometimes you have to use external means. To be there would be very difficult. He would justify, he knows he shouldn't, he's not allowed to eat it, and he would justify himself to just today, and whatever, he could justify himself and say that he shouldn't, he said that to allow him to do something he knows he's not allowed to do. This is something that we should know, that the Yetzer is constantly on our necks to be able to do everything that we shouldn't do, and then we would justify doing what the Yetzer wants. We would rationalize, and sometimes we have to use external means, either not being present or a shvua like Avram Avinu used, in order to not do the wrong thing. The Eibishter should help us. We should be Lecha to be able to overcome the Yetzer Hara, who's always attacking us. Mm-hmm.